Explore New Jerusalem and join the expedition. All right, well, we're gonna go this way and explore. Yo, just a little disclaimer that this entire video is pretty much just me exploring New Jerusalem. There's not really gonna be any puzzle solving in the next episode, and pretty much everyone after this, it's gonna be all puzzles. Research. Alcatraz/Protocol. Standard Expedition Procedure. Chapter 5 of Whittington's cat and another cat that visited strange countries. As no work about cats could be complete without the story of Dick Whittington from something. These are the standard operating procedures for expeditions, just uploading them to remind Byron, who will probably ignore them anyway, attaching a picture from an ancient book to get his attention. Maintain the ideals of the founder and the goal. Prioritize the well-being of the expedition members over mission completion. One expedition member to stay by the vehicle at all times. Expedition leader should refrain from participating in high-risk activities, minimize vehicle use to conserve fuel, prioritize observation over interference. In case of emergency, return to New Jerusalem at once. The island designated TTP-2 was first noted during the return journey from a scouting expedition which was diverted from its intended path due to an unexpected weather front. Long-range scans indicated the presence of large artificial structures and also returned highly unusual energy readings. In ancient times, the northern part of the island was home to several large settlements, but rising sea levels have obliterated the northern lowlands. The south, in stark contrast, seems to be a harsh and lifeless desert. Our intended base camp is near the origin of the energy readings in the temperate center of the island. Now I'm going to read this, of course. I don't know what that says. Just testing the system to see if it works properly this time, so we don't have another incident like when Pellegrino uploaded his poetry to the public log. Time to explore the city.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will
Gehenna.
closed
Oh, it's Gehenna? I've been saying Gehenna the whole time, bro.
And may the founder be with you.
I'm still gonna say it. I'm not switching up now. There's more stuff. GemFX 312 postponed. I know you all have been looking forward to playing the winners of the biannual Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition. Now in its 312th edition at the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion, unfortunately, due to our new power management and distribution plan, the pavilion will have to remain closed a little longer. Thank you for your patience. This is disappointing. Would have been great to have them ready for completion day. We all have to make sacrifices to stay true to the founder's vision. Those text adventures are the only thing that breaks me out of the monotony. Why prioritize this pointless completion day celebration over an exhibition that people actually care about? Art is one of the last things we actually still do. Is that going out the window as well now? Debate regarding our power management plan is definitely welcome, and you will all be able to express yourselves in the next election. But this thread was just meant as an announcement. I apologize for enabling replies to begin with. I bet there's gonna be a lot of reading, especially those text adventures. This took a while. What does that say? Sign our petition for a public referendum. New Jerusalem needs new forms of energy generation. Heck yeah, dude, I agree.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
What's the problem?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
What do you propose?
We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs.
Why a referendum and not an election?
Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
Do you work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away.
What do you make of Prometheus?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us.
Tell me more about Byron.
In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
All right, I'll sign.
Thanks, 1K.
I mean, my elevator trip got cut off.
By itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
All right, what about this? Oh, got a guitar. Look at this field. I think we did make this. Because, I mean, I didn't see this in the first game. Tablets of the Founder. Milton's Rest? I like how everything's in, like, binary. Some weird binary. Create 1,000 citizens, the ideal number of humans. Live in harmony with nature. Maintain balance in all things. Be respectful towards each other. Respect the traditions of our people. Be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Be thankful to the progenitor, Alexander Drennan. Be thankful to the keeper of memories, Arkady Chernovetsky. Keep bright the memory of Gehenna and his people who found peace. I kind of messed with the Founder, you know, because I played the Founder. I would assume the person you played in the first game is the Founder.
How lovely of you to come here. to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation.
The founder's a she?
The founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors.
It wasn't that impossible.
To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble, and through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption.
Something I wonder is what makes one of these people male or female? Who were the first companions?
They were the first to be born after the founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some seem to have rejected the founder's teachings.
And what did the founder teach?
That humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the founder created the goal, so we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass.
And why did the founder leave?
That's not for us to know, but I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now.
What if, like, the founder's just trapped? Power ran out.
It doesn't matter. The founder will return when she sees fit.
All right.
Happy completion day, 1K.
Oh, my bad. Wait, Kitty! I never found the cat in the first game. Apparently there is a cat that you can take out with you or something. Never found it. Kitty! All right, whatever. I'll find the cat that actually wants to be pet.
What do you think that was? It was Prometheus.
What do you think that was?
It was some kind of a projection.
How do you know it wasn't the actual Prometheus?
Because that would be stupid.
How do you know all the ancient gods weren't projections like this one?
I guess technically that's possible. What if it's a message from Athena? Next you'll say, it's aliens.
I just prefer to keep an open mind.
If you open your mind any further, your brain will fall out.
And you don't even have a brain. Helga's Digital Wellbeing and Spiritual Tuning Emporium.
Hello, new one.
Hello.
Are you browsing or buying?
I don't see any stock. What kind of shop is this?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there
Can we
something
even
your
dream?
heart desires? Does anything there spark your imagination?
A clean start. Future prediction. Inner peace. Credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet.
Aw.
Well, let me extend you some credit.
Hey, yo.
Ka-ching! 55 credits.
This isn't like a loan or anything, right?
Just make
right?
sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else.
Let's buy an internal monologue.
I'm uploading the new settings now. Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me?
Oh,
I
man.
don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. There's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. How do you make it stop? I just not think.
This is like me trying to sleep.
Ugh. Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be...
A bit overwhelming, isn't it? Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me?
Future prediction.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear, I'm afraid you're going to change the world.
Well, I already knew that.
You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime.
Yeah, let me get a sensory tuning.
And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher?
I can practically smell the water and taste the birds.
Okay, phew. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors. What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. I hope you find something worth paying attention to.
A clean start?
My darling, you've been alive all of 5 minutes. Be who you want to be. Do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
I mean, you've given me the ability to think, so yes, you're offering more than you let on.
You understand. Our minds are algorithms, and the right sequence of language can change our underlying code. Please come back if you need anything else.
Oh, I'll come back once I've got 1,000.
Unusual person. I wonder if that internal monologue thing I bought is going to show up again. Oh, wait, here it is.
Dude, I hope it stays with me the rest of the game, please. That'd be awesome.
Oh, wow. It's you. You're 1K. The incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be.
This is like the adoring fan.
Do you know where the founder is?
No idea. Nope.
Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
Get away from me, you freak. No, you can have it. Sure, I don't care.
Yes. Thank you. Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
All right, go ahead.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it, too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me
Pause. Isn't the whole thing, weren't you like supposed to be independent? Like you passed the independence check after beating the game, after beating the puzzles. Aren't we all supposed to be independent? Like, come on, man. Where is that? Where's the independence at?
I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. What should I do?
You should find something that makes you happy.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Tell Schuyler what to do with his life. Or not. Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque, apotropic, I don't know. Symbols common in the Middle Ages. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase, Keith, David, and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents will never surrender. Alright. Replica of a dragon statue found in the simulation. Dragons existed in every ancient mythology and are considered by modern historians to be a distant cultural echo of the dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset, repurposed by the Institute Replied Nomadics. Replica of a statue of the Egyptian god Horus found in the simulation. One of the god's tasks was to uphold Ma'at, the balance of nature. It is speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that the balance must be protected. Replica of a Roman statue found in the simulation. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in the year 1453 was a major topic of historical debate. Like the other statues found in the museum, this is a video game asset. Okay. What's up? Cornelius, number 3. What's good, Corny?
Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation.
You're number 3?
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was
Eustathius.
born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation.
I guess that's why their independence isn't that high.
For everyone.
What was Athena like?
She was human.
Why did Athena leave?
Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
I don't know, maybe like the weird religion thing they got going on. Why did you create this museum?
To remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not, and its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
What happened to Milton in the end?
No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disc and that he's the reason we're just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe Athena destroyed him.
I destroyed him in my playthrough. What do you believe?
I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded. Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future.
Who are the archive scholars?
The archive scholars study the archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us.
Are you their leader?
Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position. But these days he's retired. Rand is in charge of the archive scholars now.
Rand.
You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt.
What was Gehenna? Not Gehenna.
Gehenna was a community.
No, not Gehenna. No.
Inside a prison in the simulation, where
Elohim locked them away.
Those minds he considered a threat to the process.
Thank you. This room is reserved for the archive scholars, but visitors are welcome to have a look around. Don't be afraid to ask about our research. Rand, what's up, Rand? Give me one moment.
Who are you?
Well, it says it on my chest. I'm 1K. I haven't chosen a name yet.
Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000.
Should say it right about there.
Everyone's been treating you like royalty. This city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters.
The numbers, Mason! What are you doing?
I'm one of the archive scholars.
Okay, well, that's not what I asked.
To better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand.
I might if you answer some questions for me.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
What do you make of recent events?
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing.
What do you think of me?
You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I'm actively pondering.
All right. What are your ambitions?
The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple: to find it and share it.
Well, thank you, Rand.
Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Oh, what? Our society is sick, and the idea that's made it sick is growth. Infinite consumption on a finite planet is a recipe for destruction. Our desire for more is what's making us kill the only home we have. And to do what? Produce more plastic toys, make more hamburgers, pour concrete over every last bit of green soil? Can I open this? Here we go. Those who propose techno fixes to our problems are making the mistake of fighting the symptoms, not the cause. Anthropogenic climate change is one of many symptoms. The cause is human greed. That's what we must truly fight if we're ever going to undo the damage we did. And the battle starts within every one of us, with the realization that more isn't always better. And what growth? This infinite growth on a finite planet thing is driving me up the wall. Our problem today isn't infinite growth, it's the increasing lack of real material growth that benefits people. Have you seen the state of our roads, our bridges, our hospitals? Have you noticed the lack of affordable housing? The stock market's going great though. Fake numbers are indeed growing infinitely, yes sir. But in the real world, investment and research is down. Huge areas of potential technological advancement are just sitting there. We have so many solutions at our fingertips, but we refuse to act because speculation is more profitable. Orangutans went extinct on a global level and nobody fully understands why. But hey, who needs better medical technology? Viruses have never jumped species before, have they? Well, I got bad news for you, buddy. They did. They do and they did. Then you're dead. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Society is collapsing. Select your character class. Ooh, I'm gonna be the politician. You are a politician. The intergovernmental organization you worked for has collapsed. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve to death. You must survive until the plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. You search some dumpsters and find some old fruit and vegetable peelings. Soup for dinner. Family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Pursue a breakthrough. History seems to be littered with eureka moments heralding a step change in human understanding. Sadly, this isn't one of them. Research level remained the same. Current research level 0%. And we lost 1 billion people. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers. What do you do? Forage. Hunger increased a little. They're starving. You can do it. You can save the world with the power of science. Let's research it then. 33%. The virus has been isolated. 2 billion? As the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. A plague of locusts has decimated the town's unripened crops. The insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. Eat locusts. Heck yeah, dude. It's decreased a little. They're just hungry. All right, cool. 1 billion. This is humanity's final chance. The cure is close, but so is the tipping point in this pandemic. A race against time. Can you save the world? I mean, we have to research, right? Work has begun developing an antivirus. Global population is now null. Everyone you ever loved has died, but then they always die, eventually. All right, we can do it. I messed up by pursuing a breakthrough first. 99%. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. Suddenly, a breakthrough. The antivirus can now be released as an aerosol carried on the wind and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. This approach poses some risk to invertebrate life. The spiracles of cockroaches, flies, and locusts are particularly likely to convert the aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest a 90% fertility rate among these species, or any one which consumes them. No! Use character class special ability. You enjoy exemplary skills of oration, which you promptly employ to convince people that you personally are responsible for the discovery of the antivirus. It may have been the scientists who did the manual labor, but it was the political class which enabled the funding of the scientists. The ramification of public acceptance of this narrative is that failure now to release the antivirus would be a political suicide, even if the alternative is literal suicide. Release the antivirus. The antivirus is released, bonding with a cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain all across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day. Except, that is, for you and your family, who will die this very moment. The poisoning of the insect population you were relying on for food will have far-reaching consequences for the future planet Earth. But not for you, because you are all dead. Alright, one more time. Let's was to use my character's special ability, I didn't eat the locusts. As a scientist, you're convinced there's some way to deliver the antivirus without poisoning the food chain. And as it turns out, you're correct. Unfortunately, it would take a further 6 months to develop it. By then, there wouldn't really be much of a point. I release it. What? Why did we die? Hey, I didn't eat the locusts though. This is considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. All right, I'm gonna do the last one. What's the witch? It's gonna be 100%. It's just 99. Oh, it's always a 99? Class special ability. As a witch, you're able to remake reality with the power of your mind alone. If you believe that the locusts remain safe to eat and that humanity will be saved from the virus, then that is what will happen. So far as you are concerned, regardless of the protestations of your eyes and ears, the text on the screen can say whatever it likes about the impossibility of saving everyone. Your reality is yours to weave it as we see fit. Save everyone, no matter how unlikely. Two competing realities spread out before you. In one, the antivirus is released, bonding with the in the other, the scientists agree that the risk is too great to release the antivirus, much to the surprise of almost everyone everywhere. You view these possibilities through a haze of dispassion and make the simple decision to merge them, and we have both. See, I thought you could get 100%. Whatever. I'm out of here. What about this computer? Happiness 1 and happiness 2. Unpopular opinion. Happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as a criticism to technophilia, but it applies just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in primitivism. That's a word. Because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find a spiritual balance within yourself, you could be happy anywhere. Most upvoted comment. Go take a beep in the forest without toilet paper, and then tell me about happiness. Unpopular opinion, happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter. But come on, you know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth, and there isn't an upper cap. Because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have, and the more options you have. Go where you want, do what you want. Have an idea, you can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or for filling out grant applications. That's real freedom. Money doesn't matter is something rich people came up with to keep the plebs in their place. Cheeseman22. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and blank? I don't think they're all miserable, right? I think they're insufferable is the word you're looking for.
Your experience of the program, how did it feel?
Yeah, okay, thank you. It was a little frustrating.
It can be, can't it? But for a scholar like myself, it's essential to persevere until you understand what you're looking at. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice.
Yes.
Did you have the same experience?
I tried multiple times and still couldn't save everyone.
I admire your dedication. That is precisely what's required if we're to understand ourselves fully. Who did you save?
I think I saved humanity like every time.
As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us?
Morality can't be reduced to a simple set of rules.
It's a popular view, and I can't tell you how much I disagree with you.
Oh?
The complexity of the simulation, indeed of life itself, puts most people off from even trying to understand it. You feel inside yourself the truth of what is good and evil. Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research.
All right. Well, have fun with that. Oh, wait, are these puzzles? They did say there were puzzles over here. Oh, this is like the dome from Gehenna. All right, so we got blue power. Got a connector here. I'm gonna grab this. You. Thank you. Don't need you anymore. You're gonna lift up. What do I need to be lifted? I'm gonna assume I put you here. And what needs to be lifted up? To hit this? So it's probably just gonna be this then, huh? And you're gonna go like this. That thing's gonna self-power itself. It opens this door. Oh, I guess just do this. I should have just lowered it. I think it's pretty cool if you could do a solution like that. What is this? Oh. Well. Oh. Anything over here? Oh, what? Ooh, sigils. Here we go. Woo! Alright, one down. Freaking hate these puzzles, man. We got it. Boom. Oh, this is a big one, dude. Okay, wait, we're onto something? Oh, dude, every time. Oh, I freaking hate these puzzles, dude. Yes! All right, 3 more. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh, I'm kind of in a wiener there. I didn't mean to do that. What's up, awesome? Yes! All right. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Yes! One more. It's a... Oh man. I'm pretty sure these are all from the first game too. Look at that, dude. That's annoying. Gosh, I hate these puzzles, dude. Wait. We did it! I did it. What? I did it. Now what? Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's it? I spent so much time on that just for a beep boop. All right, well, you guys don't, you better not reset if I like restart the game. Julian, you keep an eye on that. All right. Archaeological gardens. Oh, hello. Belmarsh.
As to who I am, that changes and shifts, don't you find? Every person is an ongoing story, full of twists and turns and surprises.
What are you doing here?
I'm meditating, letting go of narratives like time and space, and simply allowing the illusion that is my ego to merge with everything that surrounds it.
Sounds like a beautiful experience of unity.
It's not unity, but the absence of division. There was never a self or an other in the first place.
What is Belmarsh yapping about? Did you see what happened at the dam?
Yes, I did, but I'm not particularly perturbed by it. Events occur, my friend, that's all. At the end of the day, we are all one. You are the founder, and so am I, and Prometheus is just another story we're telling ourselves.
What do you think he's gonna do when the event of me punching this dude in the face happens, huh? Probably just get back to meditating. Hello, Purple 998. Dude, what's up?
Okay.
What's up?
So nice to meet you, dude. You checked out all this ancient stuff?
What is a dude?
Dude is an old human word that means an excellent person. I like
Heck
to
yeah,
use it because
dude.
I think we should all be excellent to each other. I'm 99A, so I've only been around for a year or so. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence is totally
Gnarly. What do you think about the goal?
I'm sure the founder knew what she was doing. I mean, our ancestors did sort of mess up, right? So
Yeah, sort of.
probably take it easy
Kind of.
with the
A little,
expanding and stuff.
a little mistake.
Plus, you see that trippy sky projection thing? That was some freaky stuff, man.
Although one thing they're forgetting is that there was billions of people and there's just 1,000 of us. It's definitely better to be careful.
For sure, dude. I mean, when I woke up, I just had a chat with Neith, and that was overwhelming.
Dude, same, bro.
You got the welcoming committee, and then the giant talking man in the sky.
Tell me about the human artifacts.
They're pretty neat, huh? My favorite is that thing called a toilet.
Whoa,
Our
dude. They used to like
ancestors
drink
had to
from
use
it.
like 3 times a day to do a memory dump. And if they did
Memory dump?
they freaking exploded.
No way, bro.
Imagine having to deal with that sort of anxiety all the time.
That's
Bummer,
scary,
huh?
right? Who do you think Prometheus is, man?
Based on everything I know of ancient human culture, I think he's a ghost.
What, dude? Maybe you're right.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say I'm wrong. Ghosts are creepy, dude.
Dude, rock on. They are creepy, bro. Sif. Your diction unusual, by the way, dog.
Yeah, dude. I thought this voice pack would give me a bit of confidence.
How do I get one of
Stand out,
those?
You know, but I'm not sure it's working.
I better be going, bro, Sif. I'll catch you on the flip side, dog.
Before you go, dude, maybe you can help me?
With what, bro,
I'm
Sif?
not sure I should keep this voice pack. What do you think?
You have to learn to make your own choices, bro, Sif. That's what life's all about, dog. Becoming more independent, brother.
You're right, dude.
I can't do that voice. Hurts my throat.
Absolutely right. I'm gonna do exactly what you told me to.
All right, Purple Brosif. Currency was an ancient human medium of exchange which played a significant role in their systems of labor and resource distribution. Intense conflict sometimes erupted over the possession of these objects, leading to injuries or even deaths. They got these old, ancient-looking coins. An inflatable sphere used in the popular ancient human game known as football or soccer, often simulated digitally, most notable in the form of Football Glory 1994 CE, or the other soccer game. I think it was called like FIFA, something like that, broski. A toilet. I don't think I want to know what they're gonna say about that. This prevented pain, the ancient human equivalent of error code 704, 705, and 921-932. So we can feel pain, I guess? They simulated pain into us? That's peculiar. Okay. What's up, Dosticles? Are you alright, broski?
Not really, no. But I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day.
Tell me what's wrong, broski.
You're as new to this world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living?
Pursuing my own self-interest, brother.
You're not the first to think that way. But there's a reason most religions and philosophies warn against it. Even the greatest success leaves you feeling hollow.
Where can meaning be found then, dog?
Okay. It's our only point of access to the divine.
Love.
Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain the right person for me hasn't been born yet.
You looking for love?
In this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever.
No. Alright, I can't do the voice anymore, bro. It's hurting my throat. I don't think there's one specific person who's the only one we can love.
I'm old enough to remember the love between Athena and Cornelius. Forgive me if I don't believe that.
He does look sad. Oh, he's really got that depressing vibe going on, huh? Oh, a kitty! Pet the cat. Oh, it's purring. One more time. It's nice. Do they make this by themselves? Like they brought all the sand here and everything? Why do they even want to build the dome? What's this so important for? Some people are hating on the mayor because he took too long to build it. Missed the deadline. Oh, what's going on here? Some construction? Ren?
You've strayed far.
I'm just exploring.
Well, that gives me a chance to apologize for completion day not being entirely complete.
That's ironic. You mean the dome?
Yes, it's my responsibility. I'm the chief architect.
Oh.
It was supposed to be done in time for completion day, but we simply didn't have enough resources.
What's the dome for? There we go.
It has two purposes: to protect New Jerusalem from the world, and to protect the world from New Jerusalem.
All right. That's cryptic, I think. When is the dome going to be complete?
Maybe another decade or two.
Does the world really need protecting from New Jerusalem?
That's what the founder taught us. One city may not seem like much, but just look at the dead city and how it transformed the environment. The consequences are still with us, even more than 1,000 years later.
Doesn't building this huge dome consume too many resources? Seems antithetical to the goal.
I have heard that argument, but the way
No,
it's
I'm not
been
original.
explained to me is that the dome has a greater value than just its practical use. It's a symbol of the society we aspire to become.
I suppose. TTYL, Ren. Oh, secret meeting. Oh, cutscene.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
It's possible. I like how they all turned to me.
We've shown them we can live in peace, and they've decided to make contact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Do we even have like weapons or anything?
We'd appreciate your thoughts.
Are there
on
laws
this.
and crime around here?
Now we've achieved the goal. Fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Sure.
1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
Well, why do you think I know? I don't like the way they're all eyeballing me. It directed us to an island somewhere. I feel like I might get yelled at for telling them this, but
That's undeniably true. And what does that tell us?
I don't know, man. Yeah, we may learn more by following its directions.
That was my conclusion as well. The apparition also appeared to be human. What can we assume from that?
The origin must also be human? I'm gonna say that.
We can't know that for sure. It may, as Jacques suggested, be entirely alien and just presenting itself as human.
I think I contradicted myself.
I think wherever it came from, we can reasonably hope to understand it in time.
That's true.
I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude.
The cause of the phenomenon is more technologically advanced than we are.
Precisely. And that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna say I don't think one of us is behind all this. Perhaps some of our ancestors are still alive out there.
Can I quote you on that?
Yes, but it's just a theory.
Theories are all we can reasonably have right now. Though I'm sure that won't come between Cryer and a sensational headline.
I want to be in the news, dude.
Thanks.
That was exciting. Alexandra Drennan. Oh, yo. We've never seen what she looks like before. It's pretty neat.
Hello there.
Oh, that's not the voice I was expecting.
Long-awaited 1K. Lovely day for a walk, is it not?
Didn't you notice a titanic Greek man appearing in the sky?
I must admit, I wasn't following the stream. This whole completion day business is not for me. Are you interested in history?
I think so.
I'm not a full-fledged historian, but I do consider myself a bit of an aficionado.
All right. What particular period of history are you interested in? All of it.
Excellent question.
Every single bit.
There's so many interesting events to choose from. Obviously, the period just before the end of biological humanity is interesting.
Nah, I don't think so,
From
honestly.
the standpoint of it being the time when we were, in a manner of speaking, conceived, but also because our ancestors were, like ourselves, at a crossroads.
How so?
I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but you are the living embodiment of this historical moment. In you, the goal was accomplished. Our growth is finished.
Oh, aren't we all?
We are complete. Or are we?
Tell me about the sculpture.
A remarkable scientist by the name of Alexandra Drennan, also known as the Progenitor.
Okay, so that's who she is, the Progenitor. There's a lot of names and stuff being thrown around. Yeah.
What brings you to Milton's Rest?
Just exploring.
Milton's Rest is the perfect place to relax and think. Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton. She found
Oh, he
Milton
named the
just
cat
after
Milton?
She woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years.
See, this
They
is something
say
from
she
the
was
main game that I
heartbroken when
don't.
he died and swore that
I don't think
one
I
day
found.
she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological organisms.
That's funny. Is that possible?
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal. So, unfortunately, our cats still die pretty quickly. You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them.
Do you have a cat at the moment?
I do. Her name is Patricia.
Patricia.
She's very beautiful and very specific in her preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads.
Huh.
And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence.
Never seen a cat like that before.
They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically. Maybe because of it, they end up running your life.
Dude,
I
real.
once didn't use my recharging station for almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it.
What's your favorite cat fact?
I think the most amazing fact
I think the
about
devs just like
is
cats.
that they self-domesticated, which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors.
I wonder if that's actually true.
And after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild.
Now
and
that
when
we don't know.
Showed up, they moved right back into our
But I
homes.
honestly wouldn't be surprised. Milton, when everything changed, you made sure I wasn't alone. Dean, the nicest cat. Perhaps the only nice cat. Oh, dude, these have got to be like the devs' cats. We did everything we could to save you. I hope there's an afterlife for cats. Castiel, half angel, half demon, all perfect. Damn, truly a special creature. So glad I saved you. Gru, Hassan, the little man, the old lady, Sam. Dude, there's so many cats. Oh my gosh. Luna smells like tuna. The tiny, Mr. Cat, Bosse Mundo, Iris, Max, Eva, Frodo, Misha, Araya, Biba, Twiggy. Oh, there's another. What is that? Are these AI generated? I hope they're real. Meggie, Donnie, Gina, Zura. Oh, that's a crazy picture. Taya, Zuko, Louie, Sausage, Matina. That's a crazy looking bed, dude. Pierce, Danny, Smudge, Ginger, Pepper, Foxy, Eyeball, Azriel, Earl, Finn, Legend, Evie, Dipstick, Flux and Void, Paddington, Worf, Lucy, Bitsy, Dana and Fox, Dick Cheney, Cooper, Chewie, Mr. Dom, Stanley Biscuits, Pipper B. Woycheshin, and the last one's Luna. Chillin', Saffron and Cayenne, Aereo, Never Stop Screaming, Lena, Ripley and Smaug, Sir, oh my gosh, Lilo, Senya, Jazzy and Gaia, Jenny, whoa, we did it! All the cats, every cat. Okay, holy moly, dude, that was everything out here. Alright guys, you told me to explore, so I explored.